Hello, everybody watching live our final MMO cash out, the eve of pre-launch. We are about to go live for pre-launch in about 26 hours. I welcome you to this amazing call. We have Adriana, Joe, we have P. Salam, and of course I'm Charles, the MMO cash out admin. It's been an incredible week. People have been pre-building like crazy, and tomorrow night we will be able to finally add every single person to our business, to the kingdom, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. So to get us started off tonight, we have Adriana here, and she's going to talk to you about what she's been doing. So please go ahead, Adriana. Thank you.
Yes, hello everybody. C. Fuertes and Don Newman and I are administrators for a group on Facebook called Team Hurricane, and we have been very busy signing up people, signing up people to the group, but we expect to sign up between 60 to 100 people between tomorrow and Saturday. So yeah, this is the most exciting thing that I have done actually since 2010. So we have a lot of people asking questions. So anyway, I asked for this hangout because there were many people that were contacting me that they want to know more about the compensation plan, when are the gamers going to be able to to use the site to purchase whatever it is that they purchase. So anyway, there is a lot of interest in this, and so anyway, we in this group that we have people from the administrators are from the Philippines. I speak Spanish and English, and then Don that speaks English. So we are catering to a larger market because of the languages that we speak in our group. So anyway. Very happy to be here and ready to start this very aggressively. Ready to start this business.
Awesome. Thank you very much for that, Adriana. I mean, that's incredible. 60 to 100 people already lined up. And to be fair, although I spoke with Adriana about this business a couple months ago, she hasn't really started working really hard doing the team building until a couple of weeks ago. So look what she's done already, and she's working, of course, with the incomparable Don Newman, who's a rising superstar in the entire network marketing industry. So thank you, Don, for joining us today, and for all of Team Hurricane that's watching. You're really lucky you get to work with Adriana and Don. You're going to have tremendous success. These are two extremely powerful and amazing, incredible women. So Don, please share your thoughts with your team and everybody else watching today's event. Thank you.
Hey guys, Dawn here. Sorry I don't have my camera up, but my computer camera is not working, and I'm doing this all from my iPhone. Yeah, so I mean, this is getting so exciting, and I'm really pumped up for everything that has been happening in our group with our team. A couple people have contacted me today and told me, one person said she's bringing, 5 people right away with her. Another person's bringing another 18 people right away with her. Another person is bringing 7 people right away with her. So we're probably right around the 100 people mark, probably. I have to check my list and count again, but I'm pretty sure we're right around that 100 mark of getting 100 people in under us right away as soon as launch starts tomorrow night. So we are all super pumped and super excited. I did put my phone number and my Skype up on the group, so if anyone ever needed any help, they can call, text me, or Skype me. I have Skype on my iPhone, so I'm always here for my team day and night. I basically stay up 12 to 16 hours a day, depending on the day and how tired I am. And as you can tell right now, I'm on a caffeine rush. I've had a lot of caffeine today. Just like I did yesterday, I've had about 3 shots of espresso just today, which, is a lot for me. So, yeah, I mean, we are really, really, really excited and want to really help you guys grow and build your teams. And, teach you guys really what we do and how we do it. And a lot of people think that internet marketing is so hard. It really isn't. It's about building relationships with people, and they'll join you if they trust you. And that's really all I have to say for right now. Sorry, my kids are home and they're fighting. I gotta mute myself for a second.
No worries. I mean, that's just incredible. I asked Dawn, what do you project yourself to be doing in terms of your kingdom size in the next year? And she goes, flat out. She didn't even think about it. I want 2 million people in my kingdom. 2 million. I'm sorry. I've worked online since 1998. I've never heard anyone ever answer that that question, which is just insane. Which means that we know the market size is absolutely phenomenal for this business. It means that we're at the very beginning of what could become a monster. And we know from previous businesses, like in 2009, there was a business with this similar kingdom format. It was a totally different product, so it wasn't gaming, but they grew in 14 months to over 2 million members. So we know that we're going to be able to probably top that because we have 1 billion gamers worldwide. Any console, any age, any game, doesn't matter if it's sports or fantasy or MMO or whatever it is, our community is going to help these gamers make money. And it's going to be a fun place for them to converse and share tricks and tips and meet pros and go to conventions and do all these kinds of things. But right now, we're trying to establish really strong network marketing leaders, create really big teams so that we're actually creating an organic sales force for the company. So right now, we're really teaching you how to grow the MMO cash outside of the business, but this will evolve into us teaching you how to grow the MMO buy it side of the business. I don't want to confuse you too much, but I will say you will make more money from MMO buy it than you will in MMO cash out. I know that's crazy because we all think MMO cash out is the place to be. We're going to make tons of money, and we will. We'll make really good money in MMO cash out, but the fact is you're going to be able to make even more from MMO buy it. I know, that's just crazy. How is that even possible? Well, we'll teach you this into March or whatever it is, and we'll show you that going into our official launch and turning the gaming community into your own personal sales force is what's going to create massive wealth for our members long-term and stable. Being part of companies, we're sure we made tens of thousands of dollars in a short amount of time, but then that income stopped. So I made a decision last year that I was no longer going to participate in programs like that. We wanted to work with programs that continue to grow and pay you long term. Such as I know people that are experts in this industry, and they worked for 90 days, 100 days, 12 years ago, and they still get paid $10,000 plus a month from the work that they did back then. This is what MMO Cash and the community, the gaming community portal, is going to offer you and your family, your friends, and all the people that you bring in right now. And the thing is, it's a very easy decision because it's $10. We're not asking you to spend $500 and then $100 a month. Now, some people will join as royals, and we're having teams of 2,000 come in as royals or even more, and that's awesome, and I highly recommend you do that so you show a good example for your people. But the people that can't afford that, it's still accessible at $10. You can still place yourself very high up in this company and ultimately see how the growth is going to impact creating long-term residual income for you for a $10 decision. So pretty sure that is going to be a really good decision for you. Okay, so we do have other people on the call. We have Joe on the Hangout today. We have Joe. So Joe, we actually haven't spoken too much before, but please share your thoughts with everybody watching, if you're here.
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me? I can't. My mic is on. Can you hear me? I don't really have no thought. I just came here to find out what it's all about.
Yes,
and,
yes. Yeah, we can hear you.
That's it. Dawn invited me, so I'm just here to find out what this all about. That's it. Find as much information as I can about it.
Okay, cool. Well, I guess we do have some people that are watching this for the first time. So let me explain to you how the business works, and we'll speak to you about why this is a really, really cool business for gamers of the world. So you have to understand that this whole idea was born about 4 years ago. and it came out of a partnership between the current owner and a previous owner, and they were actually going to launch it several years ago, but unfortunately the other owner passed away in a heart attack. So Steve, the current CEO and founder, decided, you know what, let me just take over the domain name, buy the business, and I'll see if I can take this to new heights. And what's happened out of that, he actually evolved the idea, and he's created a place where gamers can plug into a system and they can earn income within that system by inviting their friends, their gamer friends, here, so that they can have the money that is required to live on, and enjoy things in life and buy the next game, and so they can play more games. Sorry, I'm getting a little distracted here. Okay, so one of the really cool things about this community is that it's not only going to be a mix between Steam, Twitch, and Razer, but it's going to have 4 major components. So there's going to be the MMO Buy It, which is like an Amazon for games. So you're going to be able to have, in the beginning, we're only going to have like 20 products listed, but we're going to hire a product team that's going to list tons of products, all best games, all the new mods, all the extensions. So World Cup is launching Draenor. There's all these other like Wildstars coming out. Well, we'll develop a relationship with those game companies and be able to list their products in MMO Buy It. So why is that good? Like, why would you care about MMO Buy It? Well, in Steam, sure, you can get really good prices, and you always want to get the best price for a game. But with us, you're going to be able to make money off of migrating your clan or guild or team into these games, and it's going to pay on a 3-tiered basis, which means that if Joe brought Adriana and Adriana brought Dawn, and Dawn bought those games, Adriana and Joe would each get a cut of that sale per month. So that's the first time in the gaming industry that this is going to happen on a big scale. And because we're expecting to have over 1 million members as part of the community by the end of the year, we're going to have really strong purchasing power leverage with all the game companies, and they're going to come to us. We want to work with them. We understand that when we talk about selling in-game items and all these kinds of things, it may breach some protocols that the game companies have. So we don't want that. We want to work with game companies. We want to, avoid harvesters. And, we're going to have a Craigslist for gamers. I'm sure people can list, their services and all that kind of stuff. But we really want to, have an internet home and buy brick and mortar stores. So that goes into the MMO Buy It. So right now you're going to have the Amazon for gamers, but soon we're going to be a GameStop and an Amazon for gamers. So that's awesome. In the beginning, we're actually going to be listing MMO tournaments and gaming tournaments within MMO Buy It. So you're going to be able to join the community. Say it costs $10 to join as a peasant. You're going to be able to join and participate in our gaming tournaments. And what we hope is not only are we going to acquire feedback from all the gamers to make our site even better, but we are going to actually create a team from within our own ranks that competes on the global scale in these tournaments that pay out $1 million in the grand prizes and stuff like that. We're going to have gamer news and blogs and tips and tricks and stuff like that not only our members make, but we're going to have a team working for MMO Corporate that's going to deliver this kind of thing to all of our members. So people are going to want to come back for the latest gamer news. So please understand, we are in pre-launch for the next 90 to 120 days. This means that we are going to be building out everything that I'm talking about, and it will evolve over time. Now, one of the really cool things about MMO Cash Out is that for the first time in the industry, our back office is going to look like a game. It's actually built off of another game, kind of. So you're going to, instead of having a downline per se, you're going to be in a kingdom, and you're going to see all the different villages. Some villages close to you, some will be far. And eventually, say a year from now, we're going to develop a game into the background, into the back office, where you can actually build out your village, and you're going to be able to mine for resources. You're going to be able to convert those resources even into gold. We're going to be minting MMO Buy It silver coins. We're going to be allowing you to get paid in US dollars or Bitcoin. You're going to be able to use the money that you earn in the system to buy products right from MMO Buy It or right from MMO Listed. MMO Listed is like a Craigslist for gamers. So you're going to be able to take all your gaming equipment, your old computers, your used games, anything that you want, gamer, t-shirts, convention tickets, whatever it is, you're going to be able to list it in our Craigslist for gamers. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And there's going to be some community aspects to that as well. It's going to integrate into another cool thing that's coming called MMO Playbook. An MMO Playbook is going to be an integrated Facebook for gamers. We're going to have video integration, all this kind of cool stuff that I've seen on Facebook, and there's going to be some other stuff that's landed heavily towards the gamers. So we want to make it a fun experience and not just make it about making money. We want gamers to come back because they're loyal to the community and they're having fun and they're learning about the latest games. And we're going to be able to tap into all the testing and stuff like that. But we're going to have our exclusive games that are built within the MMO community. We're going to buy games and things like that. And you're going to be able to beta test some games that no one else on the planet has access to. And in some cases, you'll even be able to get paid to beta test games down the road. So that is going to be super, super fun. So we do have Bart Jansen that joined the call today. So Bart, do you want to just describe to everyone watching this that we are literally 26 hours away from our pre-launch? Tell everyone what to expect and how things are going. Thanks.
Yeah, I'm glad you started with that. For some reason, there's still people that don't even know what that launch date is. I'm really glad this is being recorded. Yeah. Launch is Friday, the 31st at 12:01 a.m. Somehow that message still is not unclear, but that is the message, yes. We're ready to go. Things are being done to get us ready for the launch. It's going to be very exciting. And we're going to be pulling an all-nighter to be able to, if you want to call it, be a support department for you, to be able to get on the YouTube channel and watch what we're doing and then ask questions so we can help you. We'll have some people on the panel, of course, to be able to assist and report on what's happening and try to walk you through how to get in. So obviously a lot of people working really hard. Some people on this panel are definitely building some big teams, and we expect to have a really great launch and a really great opportunity for everybody. Let's see, what else? You know, Charles, this question keeps coming up. I'd like to have you somehow address it because I went for, I don't know, about 20 minutes with someone today trying to explain how in his kingdom, okay, that he isn't the only person building his kingdom. This person actually believed that he's doing everything himself, right? So I know that we don't use other terms, but can you, in 2 minutes explain how it's possible that someone else could put people, or people from someone else could end up in my kingdom? Could you do that? Okay,
so there's a chronology to joining this business, and when you join, you're going to actually create your own kingdom beside the person that invited you to the program. So what's going to happen is your kingdoms are actually going to be on the same map together. And so you're going to have villages within that map. So as you invite people to the business, sure, you're going to be growing the amount of villages in your kingdom, but other people, especially the person that invited you to the business, they're going to be adding villages to their kingdom too, and these are going to overlap. So let's say I invited Bart to the business, the cumulative effort of his work and my work is actually going to grow out the kingdom. We're going to be adding in many villages together, and then we add in more people, we invite more people to the business. And sure, we want to add in, we want to invite thousands of people each, of course. And all of the work of all of those people is going to add to the total number of villages in your kingdom. This is directly related to the people that you are working with. So if you hear of other people in the company and they're developing, the village expansion in their kingdom, that's not going to affect you at all. This is only for people that are related to you in top-down fashion, if that makes any sense. It's really hard to describe this because we're trying to get away from normal network marketing terminology. But just say that there's a chronology to inviting people within the kingdom. So if you fall in line all the way for 20 levels.
That was really good. That was really good. And I did that like 3 times and it still didn't seem to work, right? But maybe I'm going to take this a little step further, right? So suppose there's 3 levels, 4 levels above you, right? So someone that's 1 level above me, of course, can end up putting people into my kingdom, correct? Right? That's true, right? Charles?
Sorry, say that again.
So, I mean, to your
Sorry,
explanation.
say that again.
So, like, I'm underneath you, right? And there's maybe even a couple people above you, but let's just say I'm building my kingdom, but you can end up putting people in my kingdom, right? That makes sense, right? Because you're filling up your kingdom. And then the person above you, the person above you could also be putting people in my kingdom, right?
Yes.
Right?
Absolutely.
And even the person above that could be putting people in my kingdom, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So basically what we're saying is that someone that's even 4 people above you could put someone in your kingdom, and that person could go out and get 20 directs, and those people all be in your kingdom, right? Okay, cool. So yeah, that's how it works. I really hope people understand that this is not working by yourself, right? You're the benefit of all the people above you and all the people that you're bringing and all the people that other people are bringing and all the people that other people are bringing into that kingdom, because all those people are going to want to qualify, right? So even if it's not day one, imagine this. So there's a person that's sitting there, and let's say he's slow to start, okay? And all of a sudden, all this activity is happening around him. And he sits there and he wakes up, let's say 2 days later, from a coma because he didn't realize he got into a launch even though he paid. And whatever, he goes and logs in and he sees that he has these villages, right, in his kingdom that are all put there by somebody else. And he goes, well, geez, what am I doing, right? Because I could have been earning on every single one of those people. So what's that person going to do? They're going to go out and obviously want to sponsor some people, at least 2, so they could make money on 5 or 64 people in that kingdom, and then so on and so on and so on and so on, right? So that person brings in someone, maybe that person brings in 10, right? So I really wanted to hit that point home because it seems like I had that conversation like 4 times today. So this is not just you by yourself. Right? This is all sort of like a big team collaborative effort, okay? And there's a group of network marketers at the very top of this business, investors if you want to call them, and we're sort of excited to see what they're going to do. These are people that have brought in lots of people into businesses. So when they see how we're doing, I think that they're going to end up doing quite a bit, and we're going to see a lot of activity. So again, we're all going to benefit from that. The one thing, again, we're down to the last day. I know we try to drive this point every day, and that is get your directs, right? If you've been, waiting for this to come for a month and you haven't done anything, and now it's like the last minute, like waiting for the last night before that exam or that term paper is due, and now you're doing it the last night, go to work, all right? Get your directs. Because if you don't, you're going to miss out on that first month's or whatever it is worth of your earnings from your kingdom. So maybe that's the best way to describe it. Sorry about that. So let's see. We're going to have some questions. We want to address that. Guys, are we going to have a downline tree or a genealogy tree so we can see our downline and what rank they have? You will be able to see the rank of other people, but imagine this, okay? You know how big it gets, right? Down to 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 levels. Could you imagine having to put a kingdom with a 20th level and how wide that is, okay? I probably couldn't put 100 computers together and see that bottom line, right? So, no. There's no possible way, even with the law of physics, to be able to show you that fashion, if you want to call it that structure. So you're not going to see physically a tree, right? But it is there. When you get into your back offices, I think you'll understand that better. You will see the ranks of people that are in your village. And you're going to have a tax office where you're going to see your taxes that you're earning, and all that stuff is real time, right? So as people sign up and you get an earning, you're going to see all this activity happen, which again is going to be really cool because it's going to end up turning this into a viral situation, right? one thing that we do know is we have an exciting launch coming. There's a lot of people that have been in this business a long time, and they've all identified that we have a launch here that probably hasn't been seen before. Okay. The other thing that we do know is, again, if some of those people are asleep and they've actually waited and done nothing, and they come into this and then they see all this activity, what are they naturally going to go to do? They're going to go to work, right? So there's going to be then more activity. And then you have people who literally have lists, right? Big lists, mailing lists, people that are network marketers, they compile a list through their blogs or whatever else. And then they'll send out their mailings, right? And then that'll bring in more people. And you also have people that are lining up, many people that are lining up paid advertising, right? And they know that paid advertising isn't so good to send to a non-affiliate link, right? So they're going to want to do that when there's an affiliate link. So that's going to be happening. And I think the icing on the cake of all of that, which is all of that is really, really awesome. But once people have a story, which is, oh my God, I made a couple $100 or whatever that amount is, that story will start to go out all over the internet, our viral little world, right? And you know how things happen on the internet, things travel very fast. So once the story goes out that people are earning money and it's going really fast, it's going to attract more people, right? So if you're the person who shows up in front of that person because they've heard about it, then you're going to get that person. So, by all means, go out there and work this business. Charles and myself and Darren and Tim, Adriana and Dawn, and none of us are going to sit there and say, okay, so here's my stopping point. I'm going to get, 20 directs and then I'm going to stop, right? No, not at all. This is you keep marketing because every single one of those directs pays you a higher tax, right? So we know that there's people that have told us personal goals. We have one person that we have two people. We know they're going to come in with over 500 directs at launch. At launch, right? We have one person who's told us with a very straight face, and we actually know him very well, and we absolutely believe he's going to do this. He'll have 10,000 directs within 6 months. And there's no question about it. He will, because we know what he's done before. And, if you just think about that equation, and he doesn't play with peasants, and he doesn't fool around with squires, he's only going for royals because his message is very solid. We're only doing this the big way. He's going to have 10,000 royals, right? So it's easy enough to do the math on that and know what that means for that person just in those direct referral commissions. Every single one of those people has to qualify. So, once you understand that part of it and really just get that, then you'll know why you want to go to work, how it works, why everyone that comes in here. I mean, there isn't a single person on this planet who would come in here with any common sense and just be a placeholder, right? Well, that's what we call them, a placeholder. All they are is an individual spot that doesn't do anything. That makes no sense in this business. And that's what we loved about it, is that you have to work. You have to work to earn. This is not something where you just hold a place and you earn for doing nothing. You have to work. So, and there is no paid sign-up situation, so there is no lazy man part of this business. And that was really good for us to find out, and we love that. So, that is my little speech for today, and I'm probably venting a little bit, but I'm going to go onto the YouTube channel and see if I can find some questions. So I'm going to mute myself for a second and let someone else go ahead and take over.
Okay, cool. Well, thanks, Bart. That was a really good description. It's literally less than 26 hours away. I'm getting really excited now. I'm sure everyone is. We do have Brian Christensen from Denmark that just came into the Hangout. He's one of our incredible leaders from Denmark, and what he's been doing has been incredible. He's a great brain. So, Brian, please tell everyone what you've been doing and share your thoughts with our community. Thank you.
Well, yeah, well, Hi everyone, and thanks for having me on this incredible hangout. What I've been doing is well, working my butt off and trying to dedicate myself a lot to MMO Cash Out, and all of the things that are the trainings, the tools, the marketing suite. Everything's just amazing and awesome. It really is. And I've been in this industry for well, 3 years or something. So it's quite amazing to see what you've been able to to pack together and to just put in one place. It's just amazing, really. And to tie a note to what Bart was talking about just before, dedication. That is what people need, and to teach the same strategies to your downline and help each and every one achieve success, and don't stop until everyone has that level of success that you're aiming for yourself. So, and like he's saying, I'm not going to stop at 10 or 20 or 50 or 1,000. I'm going to keep at it until, I can't have any more villages. I'm going to keep at it. Because why stop when you have an amazing opportunity that's going to work for you? So that's some of the things that I'm, seeing and realizing that I have something here that's, very unique, and is going to basically be what I can do every day, and that's gonna in a sense is gonna be my retirement plan in a way, because I can get to do what I want to do, I can make money, and I can play games and have fun and do what I want to do with my life and become financially independent and help all the communities that I am in. And currently I'm actually in a lot of different gaming communities, and one of them I'm an officer in. We've got around 1,200 people in it, and they are, well, they're also, getting, excited about MMO Cash Out. So that's at least 1,200 people I've been able to help already there. So that's going to be cool. So, so that's basically it. So, what have you been doing, Charles? I'm pretty sure that you've been doing a lot to create all this to become as good as it can be, right?
Yeah. So the big things we're working on right now are the final programming patches. We're going to be working really hard overnight in the Philippines to make sure that the payment system and gateway is tested and working perfectly. We're literally expecting 10,000 people to join this business by the end of Sunday. But as you know, with any new program, there's always the random glitch. So we're going to be actually live to air pre-launch all night. It's going to be Bart, Tim, and myself, and whoever wants to join us. And we're going to be here so that you guys can come join us on the Hangout or even ask questions on YouTube if you have problems or whatever. We do know there are some minor glitches that are just a normal part of the course. So just let us know. We'll work through it, and we'll really do whatever we can to make sure that we get everyone in. At least 5,000 people a day for the next 30 to 60 days. I mean, that's where we're going to start. I think the numbers will explode way beyond that once we have the official launch. It's really going to be a lot of fun to talk about all the new things as they're built, because as he finishes MMO Buy It, the owner, he's going to be releasing that, and probably in stages. So we're always going to have something to talk about up until the official launch, which is going to be nuts. We're going to have this crazy, epic, world-class launch. And then there's also going to be more news that comes out of that, because they're going to be building a headquarters in the United States, either in California or Vegas, like a real headquarters. We're talking with a newsroom, green screen, studio, all the corporate offices, everything. Like, we're talking the works, and it's going to be awesome. Fully planned to fly in or sail in if a yacht is in the picture, or whatever it is. And certainly we're going to have MMO conventions and all those kinds of things, so you're going to be able to meet everyone that you're looking at on this panel at some point. And of course, the money is going to be flowing in, so that's going to just be awesome. Okay. Does anyone else want to talk about or anything like that that's on the panel right now? I can certainly talk all night, but we could give someone a chance. How about you, Joy or Tony?
Hi everyone, this is Joy Hartwell. Hi. I'm a networking. I'm an internet marketer for 4 years, And I'm actually a Filipina, but I'm based in the States, but most of my network are in the Philippines. So this is going to be awesome. I'm not a gamer, but my sister is a heavy, heavy gamer. So she could probably explain all to me about the games. But I just talked to a leader today, and I discussed about this MMO, and he's excited because but a lot of, male guys, male people in the Philippines, most of the teenagers would spend their allowances just to get to the internet cafes and play games. And that's why I am so excited, and I know I'm going to get to know more about this, but the key is that we're all in this together, and we're gonna help build our downlines. And I'm so glad that I heard that no one is just gonna, be lazy and just, not do anything, which is actually good. But I know there's tons and tons of potentials of income with this type of business, especially the gaming. So, but for anyone out there who are Filipino gamers, and you can reach out to me if there's anything that you want in terms of helping you, build your team, and anything. Most of my experience are in internet marketing. I have lists. I do my own sales funnels and stuff like that. As a matter of fact, I'm about to launch my own academy in the Philippines. So this is going to be what my plan is, that as soon as we launch, and because we're going to teach the Filipinos, this is only for Filipinos in the Philippines and in different countries, teaching them how to make money online, how to have their own online presence. So at least within the first 30 days, eventually people would want to know, what do we do? What do we market? What do we promote? And because most of the people that are coming in Empower Pinoy Academy are all in the ages of, teenagers until 30 years old, a lot of them would be interested into this type of business. I can almost guarantee that, because again, the Philippines is so much also into games, and it's a good thing, and I'm excited. I think I can only imagine what is about to happen, but I know this is huge. And I thank Adriana for getting us into this group. I know about Charles and Bart way before before the other programs, and watched them before, and I am so honored to be on this panel tonight. Thank you.
Wow, that's excellent, Joy. I mean, it's great to hear you have something that you're really working on with more than just, one purpose to make you money. And I love the fact you're going to teach people that really could use a hand up, if you want to call it, or a help up, and get them started in this business. Because, I mean, let's face it, you can do this from anywhere, right? And, if you're an able-bodied intellectual and someone with some, the capacity to have a computer, and you live in a nice house, and you got a TV set and a car outside, and you're not going to take advantage of what you can do with this, well, you're lazy, right? I mean, Joy's going to go out. Joy's going to go out and help people that might have to go to an internet cafe to do this work, right? And they might be working 16-hour days, or have to have 2 jobs, right, to support their families, or even they might be young and have to support their family and put all the money in one household, and they might even have a television set. So I love your message, and I'm really happy to hear that come out. I'm very excited with what you're going to do, and if I could ever help you at all, please reach out to me too, because I love working with people like you, and it's really nice to meet you, Joy, by the way.
Thank you.
Absolutely. By the way, guys, the people that do really well in business, they have a bigger picture, right? Charles, you guys have no idea. I mean, you have absolutely no idea how hard he works for this program, how many hours he puts in. I don't care how late I'm up, he's on working. I don't care how early I get up in the morning if I can't sleep. he's working, right? I see him messaging people at 2 a.m. I see him up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I don't even know when he sleeps, right? And this whole process that's been going on now for, almost 2 months, it's been nonstop. And he has to work with someone at the other end of the world, or the opposite side of the planet he works with for us, right? So I want to say thank you, Charles. And I know, Charles has a huge heart. He has some really big plans to help a lot of people too. And you know what? He's going to do really well because of that. Joy's going to do really well because of that. I know Adriana has the same concept with the Spanish-speaking countries, and she has a mission, right? And a bigger picture, a bigger goal. It's not just I'm going to go live, in a mansion and be able to jet around, right? There's more to it. So really happy to hear that the Philippines are coming in strong. It was really cool to see actually someone brought in a Filipino gaming team, right? There's 5 guys, a professional gaming team, and they're coming into business and going to go after this as well. And another thing I want to make clear, I get the question all the time, and I think there's a little bit of confusement too. This, first of all, is not a game, right? And what I mean is, it's not a game as in, haha, I'm gaming you. No, I mean, it's not a game. You're not coming into this program and playing a game, right? This is actually an MLM right now. It's a network marketing opportunity, right? And even Buy It isn't a game. Buy It is a platform where games, consoles, gear, all kinds of really cool products, tournaments and all that stuff will be sold, right? So that's not a game either, right? So if you've come on here and you're new, or you're watching this recorded version of this tomorrow, or whatever else, and somehow you didn't understand what your sponsor showed you, please ask him to see the launch video. Again, I've probably said this now 100 times this week at least, and I've given the link out 1,000,000 times. Watch the launch video, and then you'll understand that this is not a game. First of all, it's a business opportunity. Okay, it's a business opportunity that is combining us network marketers with gamers, and we're going to help teach the gamers how to monetize themselves, because a lot of gamers are actually just over broke. Some of them might be spoiled rich kids or whatever, and live on trust funds or whatever, but hey, most of them have to have a job, and you know what? They don't really care about anything else, like where they live or even what they do for a living, because they care about gaming, right? And trust me, that doesn't mean they're not intellectuals, because most of those guys are extremely smart. They can almost write code. They can almost program computers, right? So they're brilliant, but they have a passion. They're addicted, right? And there's a couple things that have happened in the last couple months that we've been very well aware of, including, I guess, the way YouTube has restricted some of the ways that people make money and what they're using in videos because of copyright laws and stuff like that. So even a lot of the gamers' ability to make money has been reduced, right? So is this good timing? Yeah, it's incredible timing. Is the gaming world exploding? And if you watch TV over the last 2 months, you know that gaming is insane. You couldn't turn around anywhere and not see gaming, right? I mean, AOL itself has 3 gaming website sections to AOL, right? I didn't even know that. I found it yesterday. I was blown away that there is 3 separate sections of AOL.com that is gaming, right? Including MMO. So is it everywhere? Yeah, it's everywhere. And I'm not a gamer, right? I mean, I'm the old dude that played Pac-Man. Someone, poked me in the side about that the other day because I said that in another hangout. Or foosball or pinball, the old-fashioned stuff. I remember playing Pong, right? Someone sent me a video today who is a really great kid, Alex, if you're watching this, watched your video, and he's hooked up with a couple guys that they're bringing this business out to the gamers, and he showed me one of the videos that they made. It's very professional, a great introduction, and I'm watching this going, man, that is just too much for me to see, right? Watching this screen with all these different things going on and all this, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't sit there and focus on what I'm doing and watching all the other parts that I've got to see at the same time, and let alone do it on a computer, way beyond me. So imagine that, being able to multitask and be able to focus like that. So, these gamers aren't dummies, right? And, the other thing that was said to me in the very beginning of this is like, look, gamers have a very short attention span. You know, if you can't get the message to them in 2 or 3 minutes, you know, they're ready to go do something else. Well, I understand that now when I watch these games, right? So we've had people that have had already success with bringing gamers. Brian is one here. There's another Brian that's brought some gamers. There's Pippa, who's broken into the gaming thing. And you know what? We still have to teach them what we do, right? We still have to teach them how we do our business, whether that's to set up a blog or to set up a Facebook page or whatever else. So part of our job, ironically, is to help the gamers, right? We set up a strong foundation as network marketers. There's going to be some gamer/network marketers in there with us, but we set up a strong foundation. And you know, besides being able to help your communities or your friends, in my case, a couple friends and a couple family members that could really use the help from this program, which I'm going to do. Okay, you know, it could be your church, it could be your charity, or whatever else. There's a lot of things you could do with this. We have a very powerful business. But once we have that started and this machine starts rolling, guess what we get to do next? Now we get to go help the gamers, right? And what's really cool about it is we're building a place that they're not going to be able to resist. So when Buy It comes up and we put it out there, and you know, when that full story comes out, we have a lot of that information, and we can't share it with you, but we have a good piece of it, probably 50% of it. And from what we hear, you know, it just makes sense. It's just going to be so cool. There's going to be so many really great things on that platform for the gamers that they're gonna pay attention, right? So, you know, again, you know, someone else said this in a hangout, and I thought it was really, really brilliant too. If you treat this like a business, okay, and you're serious about it, then you'll have success with it, right? You know, and I don't mean you've got to go quit your job, because you have to pay your bills, right? You have to do what you have to do to get to a point where you can change your circumstance. But what I am saying is this: if you take this serious, this opportunity, you'll do very well with it. I mean, you would not believe how many times I get this message. I mean, believe me, I get messages all day long, okay, from morning till midnight. But the one message that keeps coming back to me is, boy, this is easy to share. Boy, this is easy to share. And if you don't know what that means, try selling a blog, right, that's involved in a network marketing thing that I did twice and couldn't get a sign up. Okay? Go try to sell a blog, right, where there's 20 people selling blogs, or maybe in this case 200,000 people selling the same blog, right? So, you know, you're in a really unique situation. And the other brilliant part of all this is we worked very closely with the owner from the beginning of this program, and a couple of things that were very well pointed out. And you know, thank God for Darren Barton, thank God for Jeremy Rush and Tim and some other people. But in this case, I'm going to talk about Darren Barton and Jeremy. The one thing that came up is they said, listen, I want to build a really killer marketing suite for this, just an end-all marketing suite. You know, a marketing suite that you can't find anywhere else. And when it was laid out what the parts and tools of that marketing suite were going to be, and believe me, I didn't even know how to use half the stuff, and I'm an old guy, so it's hard for me to relearn something. And I knew when I started hearing what it was, I was going, geez, this is crazy. Now, I've actually gone out and said, okay, if I told you I could give you a marketing suite that does this and this and this and this and this, would you pay $50 a month for it? And every single person asked said yes, right? That's not even involved with making a commission. They would just pay that for it, right? I said, if you could get this, this, and this, and this, and this for $100 a month, would you pay for it? Yes. That's without a commission. That's what they would pay for it. We're going to have that. That's what we get with this. There's going to be smart, very smart marketers who are going to say, you know what? I'm going to get them with the marketing suite, and then I'm going to show them the program. Because the program is just the icing on the cake. It's a way for them to actually earn money by sharing it with other people. And the structure of this compensation plan is really brilliant. Okay? The reason why Adriana is really excited, the reason why Brian Christensen is really excited, the reason why Charles is really excited, and Don is really excited, and I'm really excited, is because it's really powerful. All right? The amount of money that you can earn and the things you can do with that, whether it be for charity or whatever else, or even helping people, is huge. It's huge. It's one of the most incredible pay plans we've ever seen, right? To tell you what that means is literally in the last 24 hours, we've had 2 of the biggest network marketers in the world, in the history of network marketing, take a look at the program and say, yeah, I like it. I'm gonna do this. Now, they're not coming in right away because they have other things they're doing, but they're coming in, right? And talk about giving a stamp of approval, right? It just validates what we have here. And you know what's funny about that? There's probably about 2,000 or 3,000 of those people out there that any one of you could get, right? If you just happen to be the person that introduces that to them. So, if there's any doubt in your mind, if you're just here to sort of check it out, and you're just, if you've been damaged goods from your last business or opportunity, which, by the way, I was, you know what? You have to hear it. Hopefully, maybe this is the 5th time you've watched us, or the 4th time, or whatever. And if you're getting it, then just get this. Feel confident, right? Just know that you can share it. You have an awesome program. It's been validated by everybody. So, just take advantage. Take advantage of us. Take advantage of Charles working 22 hours a day, right? Take advantage of me trying to help you guys out. Take advantage of Joy saying, if you want help and I'm a Filipino and I can help you even though you're not my team, take advantage of that. I see that goodwill all over the place, and I really love that. So, anyway, I can go on and as well. So, Charles, why don't you go ahead and pick it up for a minute? Maybe there's some questions we can see. I'll check the YouTube channel real quick.
Well, thank you, Bart. Thank you for saying that. We do put in crazy hours, and that's because this has become more than just, a way to make money. This has become a passion project for hundreds, if not thousands of us. I literally have never seen people get so excited about a business and doing my work for 15 years online. I've never seen people be able to attract large groups of people like this before. This is going to be by far the biggest pre-launch I've ever been a part of. We've done lots of them, like many pre-launches, and this will blow it out of the water. This might be the largest pre-launch of 2014 across the entire planet. And I think we might be the fastest growing paid member company of all time. The biggest MLM, as I've said in previous hangouts, is about 3 million people for Avon. It took them 20 to 30 years to hit that number. Well, I fully expect we're going to beat that 3 million mark within 2 years. I think it might even happen faster than that, and that's because gamers are natural network marketers. They just don't classify themselves as that. They participate in games and talk about the latest tips and tricks and how to level up and what's the latest cool thing out there, how to, get an advantage over the competition. They do this naturally all the time, and they always want to, win. They want to win at all costs, demolish, destroy, annihilate, vanquish, win, make the most gold, get the craziest characters. Right? That's the kind of mentality that we're working with here. That's perfect for network marketing. That's perfect for sales. But they'll never think of it, as a sales thing. As soon as you mix in the profit motive on top of gaming, then you have a really, really strong winning combination. Because there are literally people that spend 5 or 6 hours a day making videos for YouTube about gaming in the hopes that they can turn that traffic into money. Now imagine those people that have an established list, and please contact all of them, every possible type of game, that have 15,000 subscribers, 200,000 subscribers, 1 million subscribers. Imagine what it would do for your kingdom if you show them that, look, we're making very short videos describing what we have here over the next 920 days. Get in early. What would happen if you got some of those people backing up what we're doing? Now imagine you did that in every language. in every country. And I'm telling you right now, we are in many countries, but we are not in all 198 countries. No way. And people play games in every country around the world. Different countries have different focuses, for sure. But imagine you could tap into that place first. This is the opportunity that is before you right now. And we're going to help you get there. Sure, we're focusing on English, Spanish, Portuguese, Korean, first, but our site is going to have translation into all major languages by the time we officially launch in April or May. The reason I say April or May is because we don't really know the date yet, so I just want to give you a lot of cushion to be able to pre-build for months. But it's not going to be just like, oh, okay, when are we officially launching? It literally will be exciting week in and week out. They're going to be hiring an executive, an MMO buy it executive, CFO, COO, CEO, and they're going to be hiring a product team. So Bart, Darren, Tim, and mine's job, and Jeremy's job is going to change over the next few weeks. We're going to become, team builders, really, and there's going to be people working for MMO Corporate that are going to be establishing relations with the gaming community all around the world. And that's going to create this vortex of the suction towards what we're doing. We're going to align ourselves with people that already have established communities. They're going to be bringing their people in. We're going to have people coming to our community that do not have a sponsor. They're going to go into a pool, and we're going to reward the people that build big businesses, that contribute to our community, that bring game developers and vendors that want to sell their stuff, that bring big teams into the business, that are listed in our top 25 leaderboard or whatever leaderboard we're going to make, right? We're going to be able to reward you by giving you access to these orphans that are coming to the business. I don't know how that's going to work, but it's just really cool. I've never been part of a company that does that, and shows you. That's what I love about this company, is that they are innovating. And innovation is what creates long-term stability, and they're not going to stand still. If you're not getting better, you're getting worse. So I love their mentality. And if I told you everything about what they're planning for the future, your jaw would just drop. And I'm talking even beyond gaming. Like, where these guys know what they're doing. They have strong investors, $100 million investors behind this company. People with deep pockets have connections to Silicon Valley and Wall Street and other places around the world. If we need something, we're going to get it. We're going to reinvest the money that the corporate side makes back into the company so that we can establish not only first a market share, but we will maintain dominion over the gaming community portal world that pays gamers. This is absolutely what's going to happen. They're already planning 10 steps ahead, and we are at the very, very beginning. Literally in 25 hours and 10 minutes, you're going to have the opportunity to join us at the beginning of what is going to be a massively successful wild ride of profits and gaming. And the best part is you're going to be able to add your feedback in the evolution of this company, which is amazing. We are very open to it. If you want to meet the CEO, we can arrange a private hangout in small groups to come meet the CEO so that you can share your feedback. Tell them, look, I don't really like this. I think you should add this. I just had someone message me earlier today that they want to be able to see the contact details of the directs that sign up under them, because they're going to be running, ad co-ops or sales solo ads and all that kind of stuff to bring people into the business. They're not going to really know who these people are, right? So that's really constructive feedback, and I'm going to bring it to the CEO. And certainly over the next, X number of weeks, he will add that functionality to, to the business. But that's just one example of all the different things. Like our MMO tournaments, our game tournaments that we're hosting, that's actually going to be run by one of our other super leaders. And he's working with, game commentators and all that kind of stuff to organize that with the company. The CEO did not decide that. Certainly the CEO does want to have professional game tournaments in the future, but we're doing that right now because of the contributions of the people in our family, our MMO Cash Out family. And that is awesome. The marketing suite is another addition coming from the community. This is not paid for by the corporate office at all. This is a gift to the corporate office to help you guys grow the business even faster. It's going to give you access to lead capture pages for gaming, autoresponder, web hosting, email swipes, and all this other really cool stuff that's going to allow you to expand your business that much quicker. and we're going to make it better and better over time. It's just really, really awesome. And you know, we don't really focus on the money too much, but you're going to get paid every single week. So right now payday's on Wednesday. So the first payday is going to be on February 12th. You're going to get your money into your iPay e-wallet, and then you're going to get paid on the 18th to 26th forever, every week after week after week. You're going to be able to withdraw this money straight to your bank. You can order prepaid MasterCards, load the MasterCard with the money from your iPay e-wallet, and you just have to put that into an ATM anywhere in the world, and you just withdraw it as cash up to $1,000 a day. So that is really, really awesome. And even better, you're only going to have to use your credit card tomorrow for the first time if you're generating income, and then you can use the money that you generate to pay for your future month subscription. So if you buy in at $100 and you're making $100 a month, you know, over the next 4 weeks, guess what? You're going to be able to use that money to pay for your next month. You'll never have to use your credit card online again. And even better, you're going to be able to transfer money to other people's accounts with the iPay e-wallet to be able to fund your friends and family in, or whoever you meet along the way. So it's easy for them. They don't even have to use their credit card. Almost like you're piffing them in. It's just so simple. All the little things that make a successful company, MMO Cash Out is doing properly, which is incredible. They have programmers, high-level programmers on staff in the Philippines. We have incredible investors. We have a CFO or a financial guy that graduated from Wharton, his MBA. You know, it's just awesome. And the real one thing I totally forgot to talk about. Not only are we going to have training inside the marketing suite, but we're actually going to train you how to do internet marketing itself. I'm going to show you how to set up YouTube, how to use Facebook, how to acquire leads, how to close prospects. All that kind of stuff is coming. So we're going to train you not only how to use the marketing suite, but we're going to show you how to actually use it to generate more business for you. And eventually, after we're done building the strong organic push in the beginning, we will talk about setting up an ad co-op of some sort to supplement your growth. So don't rely on it to do all of your growth. That will never happen, but it will supplement your growth, so it'll help you to add a few extra directs per week or whatever it is. And this isn't something that we're going to farm out to anyone else. This is something that Darren, Tim, Bart, and I are making ourselves. So we're going to test it first, and if it works, we'll release it in short little phases to you, and we'll slowly make it better and better over time. So we're going to work with experts to make a really good sales funnel. The company is actually investing big dollars, like crazy dollars, into making videos for you guys to help you guys close your gamers, your gamer leaders, your network marketers that much easier, which is awesome. Because if we can make videos, Darren makes some, I make some, and that's all right. But we're talking spending thousands of dollars per video, thousands and thousands. So they're going to be really good. It's going to be the video scribe whiteboard style. So you can see like the little hand drawing the images, and they're going to fill it in. It's going to be really, really pro. I saw the first one. It's 13 slides long, and it's going to be super fun. It's going to be really good. It's short and powerful, 5 minutes long. Okay, Sue. Does anyone else want to chime in?
Yeah. I want to do a little exercise. And Charles, again, man, I mean, your voice is going out, buddy. I feel for you. You need some coffee or something to chill out, because you're getting exhausted. You know, I know you enough now that you're hitting a wall. You need to take a nap, like you told me to today, for a couple hours before this hangout. And I appreciate it, but I got about an hour before I was starting to get the tap on the shoulder to go to work again. I want to do a little exercise with you, and Brian Christensen, I want you to respond to this, okay? Because I'm going to just take a little exercise, okay? We're going to go through a little 3-year scenario, okay? So we have a launch tomorrow of what you guys already know about, okay? If you don't know it real well, just watch all the videos, get everything you can, go into all the files, get all the tools you can, and try to learn it. Because here's the future, okay? We're going to have this launch. This business is going to go super. It's going to be one of the biggest launches of all time. In 6 months, we'll achieve numbers that have never been done before in a company. Okay, we know that already. Okay, guess what also is happening along the way? Buy It comes out. All right. Now, Charles and I and Darren and Tim and Jeremy have been very involved with the owners. We already have brought a couple people to Steve who have products that haven't been done before for MMO or for gaming. Okay, we have a guy that used to program for the Air Force as a contractor, and he's going back into his world where when he was a college kid, he actually made a game that got 300 million plays. Well, he's programming a really unique tool for gamers that is so cool that will be sold on this platform. Okay, so fast forward a little farther. Now imagine the big conventions that are out there. We have a sponsored team, right? A professional team that's going and they're gaming and they're getting notoriety, right? And then, you know, fast forward a little farther. The first game that's made by MMO Buy It, right? Whatever game that is, made by MMO Buy It, okay? We'll develop the game and put it out there, right? Now fast forward a little bit farther. Let's say, you know, 2 years from now. You imagine going to the mall, and when you're walking through the mall with your kid, you see the MMO Buy It game store, right? The MMO Buy It game store, where games are being sold. And you know what? Guess where that came from? It came from this. It came from this right here, right? Now that's a pretty long way to go, right? There's more than that in this big plan. But could you imagine walking through the mall and knowing that there's 2,000 MMO Buy It stores around the world, or you might even be able to buy a franchise? I mean, I hope to, right? If they'll do it that way, I'll own 10 of them if I can, right? So could you imagine what that brand's going to be and how big this company's going to be, right? And you're here now, and you're part of the beginning of that. So, Brian, you know, from being a network marketer / gamer, how does that make you feel? What does that do for you? I mean, does that? I know you know the vision, but now that you've heard that, what is your response to that?
Well, that makes me really, really extra pumped and excited about it, because already I was very excited and very, very, you know, on to, you know, let's get this launched. And knowing this vision, I'm also kind of visionary, so I'm always about innovation and, you know, bringing all of that, you know, to a higher level, try and seeing how can we use all of this to build something better. So I'm very happy and excited to hear that that's actually something that they have already thought about, you know, that this can, you know, go out of just the online area, but it's also offline. That's pretty cool to know. And that really is something that I'm going to be taking back to my downline and, you know, to my prospects and saying, hey, look, there's going to be a possibility that this can actually go to a point where it can be a franchise, like GameStop is a franchise.
Right.
I mean, that is one of the major ones actually. So, and if we can actually have MMO Buy It as a franchise that you can buy into, well, I'm certainly going to be owning a lot of them also, just like you bought. I'm sure of it. And by the way, I'm not just a gamer, Mo. I'm actually also a game developer. So,
Awesome.
So I could probably pitch in with some ideas and stuff on an MMO Buy It produced game. So definitely. But I'm really happy to hear this. Definitely, I am.
Yeah, I wanted to make people to, you know, that was why I wanted to do that little exercise, because, you know, it's really easy to see what's right in front of your face and obvious, and, you know, how MMO Cash Out, what we're doing, what it is, right? We know what that package is. All right, now let me go back and do something else for you, okay? And for everyone that's watching this. Imagine that MMO Cash Out, we know what it is. We have the biggest launch of all time. We achieved the fastest numbers of all time. We achieved the largest member base of all time. We achieved the most money paid out of all time. And imagine MMO Cash Out evolving into more than what we're looking at right now, just on the cash out side. Imagine that the MMO Cash Out evolves into a bigger and better program, right? To actually let you increase the possibility of your income, or what you might want to do with your charity, or whatever else, and how many more people you can help, right? I can't tell you more about that. I do know a lot about that, but we can't tell you. But we know where this is going, okay? And you know, there's a hint, and I hope you sort of get it, everyone that's watching this. And I think we're going to put this recorded hangout someplace, because it really wasn't so much a question and answer as maybe really as an explanation or maybe a vision or a picture of what this business is. So, you know, we've gone close to, I think, an hour. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up. I know that Charles is totally exhausted. Brian, thank you for coming out and speaking with us. And Joy, it was really great to have you here and participating with us, and really happy to be working with you for sure. I love it. But you know, guys, you know, let me finish it with this. If you didn't hear that last 10 minutes, just replay it, okay? There's a big picture here. This is not just what you guys see right now, right? This is like being at the front door of Verizon or the front door of Amazon, you know? I mean, in the end, they want to be the Amazon of gaming, okay, as far as Buy-It's concerned, okay? So, you know, if you think about that brand and what that can turn into, okay, you're here right now, right? The foundation that you get to set for your family and your legacy and what you get to pass on to your children, you know, this is a long-term business. Okay, this is going to be around for a long, long time, and you're in a really, really good place. So if that helps you put in that extra half an hour a day to get you to where you need to a little faster, then let that be it for you. Okay, and you know, if you have people that you need to show this video to, then make sure you copy and paste this video and show it to other people. Okay, because it might help them understand a little bit more of our why, and maybe a little bit about our how, you know, and what this is going to be all about. Because, I mean, truthfully, beyond that, when you do see the final version of this marketing suite, which will almost turn this into an automatic for you, and then we do give you the most incredible traffic that we've been shopping around for. I mean, traffic that people that spend $100,000 a month for traffic, okay, we're getting that for you guys, okay? So we're just going to be able to let you boost this to beyond, okay, and reinvest into your business and reinvest into yourself, and make this a powerful place for you to be able to help other people, right? Okay, guys. So Charles, if you're here, you can go ahead and come back for a minute, and we'll say goodbye to everybody and sign off for the night so you can rest your voice. And unfortunately, I need to have another meeting with you once this is over. But Charles, if you want to say the final words.
Okay. All right. So thank you, everyone, for watching today. Again, Don, you're doing an amazing job with Adriana and your entire team. And Brian, of course, we're very happy that you could join us today. I forgot that you're also a game designer, so that's really cool. Impressive. I know we'll be doing a lot of work with you in the future. So, you know, that's kind of the really cool thing about this business too, is that we're not just you know, building MMO Cash It, as Bart was saying, but you ride with us now, you're gonna build friendships and loyalty with people from all over the world. Literally, we have Denmark, United States, Canada, Philippines on this hangout of 6 people. Right? It's just awesome, the fun that we're having. Sure, we're working long hours to set this up, but this is super fun. It's so much fun to work with all of you and with the company. We couldn't have asked for better ownership. And I just got a message that you know, I gotta go test the payment system, so that's a good sign. And literally in 25 hours, we are go for pre-launch. So take care, everybody. Get your people lined up. Help your people get their people lined up. Let's get this thing going crazy. And 10,000 people by Sunday night. Let's do it. All right. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.